The gentleman from California is recognized for 3 minutes for an opening statement.
Thanks. Thank you. Jesus is one of my constituents from San Diego. His mother was tragically hit by a car, leaving her disabled. He manages her medications, he feeds her, he bathes her, he takes her to doctor's appointments, and he helps her with physical therapy. But if these Medicaid effects take cut, this work, this very hard work, will not meet the so-called work requirements Republicans want to impose. Jesus and his family would likely have to move out of their home, live separated, and they will likely lose their health care. Mr. Chairman, this committee has no jurisdiction over taxes, but let's be honest with the American people. Taxes are the real reason we're here. Over in the Ways and Means Committee, they are marking up what will be one of the most expensive tax bills in American history. When Republicans originally passed the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, they designed many of the individual and some business tax provisions to expire this year, because back then Republicans knew making the tax cuts permanent would cost the United States trillions of dollars in revenue we desperately need to pay our expenses. Making those tax cuts permanent now is no less costly. Yes, that's what we're asked to do today. The Budget Committee instructed the Ways and Means Committee to cut taxes by $4.5 trillion, and it has asked our committee to come up with $880 billion in cuts to make up the shortfall. That's it. That's what this is about. Now, to do that, the bill before us will decimate Medicaid, which provides health insurance annually to nearly 72 million people nationwide in every congressional district across the country. Cutting health coverage for our most vulnerable neighbors will not make America healthier. It will make us sicker. You know, at home, I hear from people concerned about the national debt and deficits, and they say to me, hey, Scott, we have to make cuts to address the deficit. But that is not what's happening here. Because Republicans will continue to run $2 trillion annual deficits, and we will see the national debt grow from 36 to 38 to 40 to $42 trillion, and they will vote for a $5 trillion increase in the debt limit to make this borrowing possible, even though many of them swore a blood oath that they'd never vote to increase the debt. They will enact a budget that will increase according to the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, will increase the federal debt by $37 trillion over the next 30 years. So don't buy the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Republicans are proposing these painful cuts to programs that help everyday Americans not to lower our debt, but just so President Trump can follow through on his campaign promise to donors. Remember what he said to his donors? He, quote, I said, you're rich as hell, and I'm going to cut your taxes. When the government borrows more, inflation goes up, working people suffer at the grocery store, they pay for more for utilities. Now we're adding, taking away their health care. This is the wrong thing to do, and I urge my colleagues, vote no. I yield back.
Thank the gentleman. Yields back, and the chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Michigan for 3 minutes for an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I actually have to